to arouse their effort or to arouse their saddha, or so like that way you must talk. That also, if you are interested, so you can overcome sloth and toba. But if you are not interested in this talk, you may be sleepy. Now also some meditators, they are sleeping. In the Pachalaya Mana Sutra, Buddha gave the instruction to the Venerable Moggallana. So these things are, the first one is, should not pay attention the perception caused to the sloth and torpor. The second one is, when the sloth and torpor is overwhelming you to your mind, should mentally recite the Buddha teaching you have already memorized. By this way also, if you cannot overcome, you should recite verbally the Buddha teaching you have already memorized. The fourth one is, by this way also, if you cannot overcome, so you should rub your body limp with your palms roughly. You should stimulate your nerves and sleepiness. So by this way also, if you can overcome, that is good. But if you cannot overcome, so you should get up from your sitting and wash the cold water your face. Then you should look the star or moon and you should see the far away. So like that way you can overcome the sloth and torpor. By this way also, if you cannot overcome, so paying attention the aloka senya, the perception of the light, and by this way also, if you cannot overcome, you should change your body posture and you should do the walking meditation. These 7 ways are to overcome the sloth and torpor. So our Buddha, he realized the nature, the human nature. So sometimes, because of bodily and mentally tired, although these 7 ways cannot overcome the sloth and torpor, Buddha suggests Venerable Moggallana, to the Venerable Moggallana, if you cannot overcome by using these 7 ways, because of you are bodily and mentally tired, so you should lying down and taking rest and sleep. So because of that, sometimes you also, because of you are bodily and physically and mentally tired, you need to take rest. Really, you should take rest for a while to sleeping. That also our Buddha suggests. So when you sleep also, should not sleep heedlessly without mindfulness. When you sleep also, because of to remove the tiredness, I will take rest for a while. So that also should sleep with the meditation subject and pay attention, concentrating on the object and trying to get the sleep. After wake up also, you must think, when I wake up, I will not indulge, I will not enjoy the lying posture. As soon as you should get up and you should do again your meditation. Like that way, our Buddha suggests in the Pachalaya Mana Sutra for the Venerable Moggallana. Fourth difficulty is seeing the many images, because when the meditator, he start to meditate and close his eye and pay attention on the breath, because of concentrating mind and Bhavanga mind and the restless mind alternatively rising, therefore meditators see the many images, past or present or future or family member or departed relatives, or sometimes very ugly form, or sometimes Deva or the Buddha Rupa or Arhanta or tree or mountain or many things they see. Because of that, sometimes meditator, they could not meditate well and they thinking a lot on that object and they distract a lot. Because of that, so if you face this type of problem, really you should concentrate on the breath mindfully, respectfully. Later on, if you can concentrate well, successively on the breath, slowly and slowly, these images will disappear. Otherwise, if you follow and if you think this object, these images are will more and more will appear. Because of that, sometimes meditator they report during the meditation discussion time about their experience. Like that way, they see the many images. So really, at that time also, I suggest don't pay attention, don't think on the object. Really, these images are mental images only, not real object. Even real object also in the vipassana, not paying attention on the breath and ignore that these images only. Slowly and slowly, if you can concentrate well on the breath, these images will disappear, and later, so you can see the plain light or plain white screen or look like the plain space, or after that only, depend on your concentration level, you can see that the sign of the concentration, Ukkha Nimitta stage or Patibhaga Nimitta stage, step by step. Because of that, whatever images you see, don't pay attention and pay attention on the breath only. You will see there, you can see the sign of the concentration, Anapana Nimitta. Meditation is very good to develop the concentration because of respect each other, because of regularly sitting, so we can develop our concentration, we can practice regularly. Although group meditation is good, but sometimes because of group meditation, sitting very near together in the hall, so other person coughing or sneezing or making the sound or getting up or walking, so therefore this sound disturb for the other meditator. Really, this sound disturbance also should not bother, should not disappoint, because really, if you pay attention on the breath continuously, later on you can ignore that this sound or you will not hear this sound. Because why? That also according to our Buddha Abhidhamma, in the Abhidhamma teaching, Abhidhamma explanation, one I have already told you, one mind movement, one thought process cannot take two objects. So one mind movement, one thought process can take one object only. Because of that, if you pay attention on the breath successively, continuously, again and again, because of at that moment your mind is taking on the breath. Therefore, slowly and slowly, the ear thought process, then noting the sound of this ear thought process will not arising. Although the ear thought process arising, it doesn't follow the mind thought process and just hearing only. Because of that, so if you are if you disappoint that because of sound, don't bother, don't disappoint. Try to continue to concentrate on the breath. Later on, when you get the deep and strong concentration, you will not bother this sound, you will not hear this sound, and you can practice easily and happily. The sixth one is lost the breath. Because as a Anapana meditator, if he meditate on the in and out breath, slowly and slowly, the mind is calmer and calmer. The breath will be subtle and subtle. Because of that, sometimes meditator can't find the breath and lost the breath. Also because of the breath suddenly change to the subtle breath, and so sometimes meditator feel the chest pain or uncomfortable feeling. Therefore, sometimes meditator come and they said in the discussion time, one day because of I can't find the breath and nearly they stop, and also I feel the chest pain, so I stop my meditation. I'm afraid I may be dying. So that also I said, don't worry for that. If you die while you are meditating, surely because of you cultivate the whole sun, you